Power to the truth. This is Bita de Aslan, transmitting from Sacramento, California. Happy Cinco de Mayo. My Aunt Ann, my friend, gave me this to check out, like a natural sweetener, non-sugar. I am type 2 diabetic, so I don't have to take insulin shots every day and stuff. And if you're diabetic, have that checked out. I used to work at Detox, and I found out, they called me on the phone that I'd gone for a physical. Because I thought that maybe I might have AIDS. Why? Because when I was a dope fiend, I used to hang out with dope fiend women. And I pulled around a little bit, and I was just worried, just to be on the safe side. So I was cool. I didn't have any kind of AIDS or no STD, sexually transmitted disease. But I found out that I was diabetic. At first it was kind of a shock. I thought, what? And like, it could have been from my long-term drinking alcohol or what. And so I asked around with people that I know, and I found out a lot of people are diabetic, are prone towards diabetes. So just a precaution, if you're not sure, have yourself checked out. You should get a physical at least once a year. So at one point I was at Mesa Community Camp just up by Rancho Cordova. It's the transitional housing for homeless people, and it was cool. And the nurse there said that since I was taking such a small amount of insulin, that I don't want to wean myself off the insulin. And because at that point, because remember, I'm a former dope fiend, shooting up stuff. They gave me like, it was a box of like, I think it was like 500 syringes. And like, for me, man, talk about temptation. Back in the day, when I was in the Heights, man, it would have been off the hook. So anyway, I weaned myself off it, and then I talked to a brother out there, and he was saying that when your pancreas helps to create your insulin, and so when you take a shot for insulin, it tells your pancreas it no longer needs to do what it does. So I was still type 2, type 1 and type 2, do some research. And so I weaned myself off the insulin, and I did good, without insulin for about 10 years. And then I came here to Shasta, and then I had like a diabetic stroke because I wasn't eating well at all. I was like, I'm Mexican. We're like, hey, all I have is like chorizo con huevos and chile y todo, And so I was picking out, eating the bad food for me. And it's one thing if it's like, if it becomes like a big part of your diet, or once in a while, you have a Milky Way or something, all right, but I guess it's been happening for years or so. It finally caught up with me and I had like a diabetic stroke. I didn't have like a heart attack. I just felt all out of it. So I went to emergency. I ended up in the hospital for about a month. And what happened is that I had gotten a blood vessel burst in my brain. So I'm lucky to be alive. So it's taken a while for me to try to get back into the swing of things. Yet maybe I'm probably better off than ever, because I've learned a lot more about how delicate the system is. You know, the system's durable, but it's delicate too. So kind of like how to learn how to talk again. You know, so I used to play guitar with my left hand, you know. Still got mic on my guitar, but I'm rambling, I know. I just want to tell you that make sure you get yourself checked out if you suspect, you know, you're diabetic. And I'm trying to watch my time here. Happy Cinco de Mayo. A lot of folks get it confused with 16 de septiembre. 16th of September, sorry. 16th of September. So, Cinco de Mayo was kind of a military victory for Mexico, but then later on, Mexico lost again. So, I might leave some links below. I might not, because you know what? You're on the internet, you can do your own damn search. And, but it's not like liberation from Spain. You know, the 16 de septiembre. So people get that confused. Then people get all kinds of shit confused. Yeah, we're confused now about who to vote for president. I'm not. I'm voting for Jill Stein with the Green Party. But we got like one warmonger maniac who knows how to talk a good rap, Hillary, and then we have the maniac Trump, who is super rich, racist, xenophobic chump. Trump the chump. And so we got a warmonger on one side with the Democratic Party, and then we have a neo-Nazi Trump on the other hand with the Republican Party. This has been the most screwed up presidential election I've ever seen in my life. And I'm 64. So the best candidate that I see out there is Jill Stein. We follow each other on Twitter, and I post stuff about her online. And she's smart, she's articulate, she's decent, and she's the best candidate that's running for president. And other people who would be good, they're not even running. So, you know, it is what it is. So I think that we should register to vote, check out the different candidates, and Bernie Sanders has gotten co-opted by the Democratic Party. And he's like Obama in 2008, you know, with his hope and change shit. And yeah, he gave us the NDAA, and he's been more of a fascist than Bush Jr. was. Though it was tough, you know, those 8 years with Bush Jr. And now we're going to get 8 with Obama. Obama's a complex personality because it's not all black and white. But I know he's a fascist. And he's dangerous. But then Hitler is going to be dangerous too. So before we support any candidate, we should do a background check. See what their positions are on issues. I believe, like Malcolm X said, it's the ballot or the bullet. So we need to use the ballot and exhaust legal, peaceful methods of struggle. And if that don't work, we take it to the mattresses, like Mafia says. So remember that each of us are important. Each of us have a role to play. You may be just a drop in the ocean, but the ocean wouldn't be the same without you. In fact, life wouldn't be the same without you. Imagine your life without you. Duh. So I'm just sharing today, happy Cinco de Mayo. I'm going to be sober today. You know, a lot of people, a lot of Mexicans, I know that's going to be their excuse to get at least drunk. But I'm looking forward to celebrating my 12 years of sobriety, June 24th of 2012. And I just take it one day at a time, sometimes just one moment at a time. So if I can help anybody in any way, I'll leave contact information below in the description. And if you're going to go out and get drunk, go out and get drunk. Don't trip. But don't become a drunkard. In the spectrum of addiction, there's use, there's abuse, and there's addiction. So that's about it for now. Have a great day. Remember, Santa Claus is watching all your shit.